I have 4 orbs, so whatever this is, I can't go for it. But it is. Whoa. Whoa, greens. What the heck?
Ooh,
Yeah, the
damn. Green's
is
very stacked right now.
Spicy. This green
Green
bull
is
is very
disgusting.
spicy.
Oh, no, no, no.
Okay, really
Is there
quickly.
any other color to pull for?
Red
there
is
maybe?
hard. Red is hard. Here's the thing.
Sigurd.
Yeah,
Well, coral bow is actually really solid.
I know, but Joshua. Wait, wait. It is Joshua.
Yeah.
I always get a bit confused because he's so covered up. But the thing is, like, he's okay in terms. If you wanted a red archer, I don't know why you would, but if you wanted a red archer, Joshua's probably your best
Loki.
bet. It's between him and Bridget, really, but yeah.
Pretty much. And coral bow again. It's still a very solid weapon.
All right, chat. But this is actually so solid. In terms of reds, immediately, Dual Sigurd is a god. I mean, we've seen some really crazy setups in Ether raids with 7th defense slot with Dual Sigurd because he moves so much. He's 3 spaces on dance. Yeah, you can cause a lot of interesting scenarios to happen with that.
Yep.
And of course, Guilt Goblet is just amazing. If foe initiates combat or if foe's HP is 100% start combat, grants attack res +6 during combat. And also, if foe uses magic, reduces damage from attacks during combat from AoE specials by 50%. He's just a giant stack of res and attack. Attack res bond, wall attack res, joint hone res with Guilt Goblet. He's not really scared of mages if he has anybody next to him.
He's not even really scared of them if not. Once Guilt Goblet's up because he has Fallen Legion levels of reduction.
Yep. And he has a very interesting dual skill, because essentially it's like reposition in all directions.
I mean, who can complain about Repo and a Dancer?
Yeah. But yeah, either way, he's also good fodder, but I wouldn't fodder him off. Lull attack res is nice, but yeah. You could probably grab one more Bond 4 or Hone res, but still, yeah. Just probably better use him.
Special 4-star unit with it being Zeljas.
Ooh, nice.
Dang.
Congrats on
Zelgius
Zelgius.
is a very solid pick.
Continuing on with the top tier
Blue
heroes.
is terrible. I'll just say right now, blue is terrible.
Yeah, isn't Lute the 4-star hero? And
They're
isn't
both 4-star.
Geese
They're
the
both
4-star
4-star debuffs.
hero? Yeah, there's nothing on blue chat. So really quickly, just to go over it. You really just go here for Geese if you want Flowing Lance, which is really a good weapon.
And Infantry Pulse is also, you know, if you don't have enough Marissa.
Yeah, I mean, you can go for a 4-star Marissa and then use it, yeah. So the thing is, Flowing Lance is law attack defense, but jacked up with a criteria of being soloed. So if you run a hero triple solos with Flowing Lance, yeah, pretty scary. Just a ton of stats and your opponent can't be buffed for attack and defense.
Yep.
Also,
and he's not a half bad unit himself.
Yeah, I almost forgot to say that. 38 attack with 35 speed is actually really solid for a Lancer. In terms of like faster infantry Lancers, we don't really have a lot of options.
Yeah.
Nope. Other than maybe like Neph, but that's not really accessible.
Alright, going to Lute, also really good as a hero. 34 speed with attack of, I believe, 36. Yep, 36. And then the Flora Guide, speed res -5 on foes in 2 spaces during combat. One of the best tomes to inherit. It
35.
was... Huh?
35.
35? Oh, okay. 35 attack, 34 speed, which is solid all around. Flora Guide is actually one of the best tomes to inherit all around. It is a combat debuff, and it works on both phases. Now, prior to Blarflox coming out with Ileana, I was going to say it's not...
Well, what about, and then we also have, Veronica now.
Oh, yes.
It's attack res -5 and healing.
Yeah, healing. 4 HP healing. I don't know why I forgot that, because I actually used Veronica a lot during Tempest Trials. Alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's now...
Between those three.
Right, it's between those three now. But back in the day, which is funny because it's just last summer. Back in last summer, Flora Guide was probably the best tome for blue mages without a perf.
Yeah, undisputed. And even some of the perf wielding ones, this was still better.
Yeah. But yeah. Depending on your usage, it's essentially like a rain skill, right? Within 2 spaces. But yeah. Speed Tactics is also nice to have. This is we didn't have Speed Tactic as a 4-star thing till Lute. So
yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, we had it on New Year's Air, but
yeah, never mind. Wait,
still
it was still kind of difficult to get.
Yeah.
All right.
They're not bad units, but they're It's double special heroes. You don't want to be summoning for those on a double.
You don't want to pull
heroes.
for the
Yeah.
budget units.
So Joshua's likewise exhibits speed defense -5, just to quickly show everybody. The reason why I showed these three first is because I feel like this is the lackluster part. You only go for this if you want fodder, really.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Yeah. Of course, Sigurd's a prime target, but yeah, Joshua, that's a huge variance. One's extremely good and extremely useful. The other one's very niche.
Yeah.
All right, but let's get to the really good heroes. Veronica. Prior
Green
to
is super stacked.
prior to Dusel's release, Veronica was the scariest cav hero by far.
Yeah.
At least on the bulk side of things.
Well, here's the thing. She's super hard to kill, and she's super dangerous offensively. It was just this
Yep.
ridiculous combination. Okay, so Gate Anchor Axe, special trigger cooldown count -1, which by the way, she was a great Gale Force hero. The only thing she had to worry about was whether she kills her opponent in one shot, in which case the Gale Force would fail, but that's the only thing she had to worry about. If
Yeah.
unit's not adjacent to an ally, grants defense res +5 to unit and inflicts defense res -5 on foe during combat. That's a swing of 10 defense and 10 res essentially, though it doesn't quite happen like that in calculations, right? But still, more defense and you hit harder. More defensive stats and you hit harder. And of course, unit makes a guaranteed follow attack. This is why she's so scary. If you didn't have null follow-up or wary, yeah, she's gonna smoke you.
Yep.
Yep.
Uh,
It's very terrifying. And
That's
because of her stupid duo skill granting shields.
right. I was gonna get to that. Dual skill is also amazing, but before that, she's also heavily min-maxed. That attack is really high. It is 39. That defense 36, and that res 29. Again, prior to do so, she was the hardest hero. She was the hardest cavalry hero to kill. I
Pretty
guess
much.
I guess people argue Ellie would, but the thing is, Veronica with everything triggered, attack defense solo, Gate Anchor Axe. That is 7 + 5. That's 12. 48 defense with low attack defense, 51 defense essentially at base. Res goes to 5 + 8, 37. And then once you trigger shields, defense res
Yeah.
+4 during combat, and the following effect for 1 turn during units first at combat and player phase or enemy phase, foe cannot make a counter to attack. If you can only hit her 1 time, you're not going to kill her. If you even hit her like 3 times, you might not even kill her. She's that good, especially physically.
And it's like, that's all it offers, but it's also, if I'm not mistaken, it's refreshable too, so you can have multiple. Is it? For Veronica's? I forget.
Let's see. Once used, Harmonic can be activated right away at the start of every 3rd turn.
Yeah, so you can even just have her be a long-term tank with follow-up. It's kind of insane.
Yep. We've seen a lot of scary Veronicas. We've even seen her have distant counter because her res actually does, in fact, get that good.
Yeah. I mean, let's just put it this way. She's a more min-maxed, more tank-focused version of Lex.
Yep. Oh, well, Lex is a true brave weapon, but yeah, Veronica doesn't really care.
Well, that's why Veronica's more of the tank orientation.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Lex.
Okay.
Insane. And, of course, she's a Harmonic. Resonance Battles always appreciates Harmonics.
For extra
Now, I'm
scoring.
not the biggest... Yeah. I'm not the biggest at saying that you should go for score in Resonance Battles. Do as you will. But having just a copy of a Harmonic for each game can still be pretty good for that.
Yeah, but just don't expect to stay in tier 21 with just 1 copy of Harmonic. I've actually found out that doesn't work.
It does sometimes.
Okay, maybe sometimes, but generally speaking, don't expect it. It's rough.
Yeah. Yeah. It's heavily varied, but still. There's a lot of value in Veronica specifically.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, all Veronica's looking for now is like a attack res solo because Gate Anchor Axe wants to be not adjacent to an ally, and she already has a solo, so triple solo. But yeah, she's an incredibly scary unit, very well min-maxed. She comes into the same class of, say, Saros, Winter Altina, and of course herself, of just these min-max, no-speed heroes. As long as they don't fight somebody with null follow-up, they're extremely scary. Because offensively and defensively, they're just so pristine.
Yep. It's insane.
But speaking of insane, it is fall. I hate this pun. Oh, damn it. She was the Fell Vessel, now she's the Fall Vessel because it came out for Halloween during October, which is fall. Robin, this might be the best dragon in the game. It depends on who you speak to, but she is absolutely within the top 3.
She's absolutely towards the top, no matter who you ask.
Yeah. The only question is whether people will yield that she is the best or not. That's literally it.
And the only thing is, she's very phase locked.
Oh yeah, well
compared to
that's the
some
thing.
dragons.
Saros is good on both faces. Robin is only really good on defensively, but still, let's go over it. Why she's that good? Moonless Breath is DC, as well as if units within 2 spaces an ally and deals damage to your foe using a special, restores 30% of units' maximum HP. Which means even if your special is dealing no extra damage or no damage, she's still healing 30% of units' maximum HP, which is ridiculous.
Yep.
Most weapons and skills have an issue. For example, if you use Noontime and it's on the second hit, they might have like 10 HP left and you're healing nothing. That's why having this means so much more, because when your special triggers, it's guaranteed 30%. It's just much more consistent than based on damage dealt.
Yeah. If you use Brave Claw, you'll know how this weapon would be.
Yep, it's just like Brave Claw. That's why, and we've talked Brave Claw up to the skies. He has the most potential by far in our opinions. Patching up stats is not as hard as like giving them these special abilities, which by the way, only her and Claude can do that, right?
Yeah, they're the only two with % off max HP.
Yep. So yeah, to make things even better, Noontime is at 2 cooldowns. Unless you remember Dragon Scale, neutralize the effect against flying bonuses. Which, by the way, this is the most ridiculous A skill in the entire game.
This is literally a weapon on an A skill.
It is,
like,
yeah.
It is straight up a weapon.
It's insane. She essentially has 2 weapons, but they call it Dragon Scale instead. If foe initiates combat or foe's HP is 100%, at start combat inflicts attack res -6 on foe and grants special cooldown charge +1 per foe's attack during combat. AKA, you hit her and she instantly has Noontime ready, or any 2 cooldown special, which means you hit her, she attacks back. If you didn't kill her, she just healed back 30%. And if it's with Noontime, it's probably even more than 30%. Scary.
Yeah, you can literally hit her, and whatever damage you're doing, because he mentions a tank, is gone.
Yep.
It all goes right back to her.
We'll give you the stat calc in a bit, but that's a 37-38. She's so solid.
I mean, there's not a lot to calc, it's just Dragon Scale.
Oh, right.
43
So
defense and 44 res.
yeah, at that point, it's real difficult. If you can give her a steal, it's even better. But the thing that really solidifies everything is that she introduced Dragon Ire to the game.
Yep.
Improved QR, because instead of 75%, it's now 50%. And additionally, if foe initiates combat, neutralize effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks, a unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. In other words, it's half a null follow-up.
Yep.
It's silly.
And any dragon can use this. That's the big thing about dragon skills. Any dragon can use it.
Which is crazy, because a character like Myrrh, for example, of Dragon's Ire, thanks to her weapon, just gets full null follow-up, which is insane, because flyers can't use null follow-up, which is why this is so good.
And then she can also guarantee follow-up while also preventing it. And so she gets null follow-up, and anti-follow-up all in one.
Yep. Dragon's Ire is absolutely, possibly, it's hard, because once Dragon Wall got introduced, it's between Dragon's Ire and Dragon Wall for best B slot, which, by the way, Fall Vessel Robin loves Dragon Wall. Her res.
Yeah.
Because
So good.
yeah, because Dragon Scale adds actually -6 res on your opponent. It's same thing. It's essentially the same thing, because you're creating that gap, bigger gap in res for Dragon Wall.
Yep. Basically, you can either go any dragon at this point can choose between Wall and Ire. Dragons look like they're just going to be getting this kind of thing down the road, where they just have so many good skills and not enough spots. But for Grima in particular, you can either just focus on trying to get her to kill, or you can focus on making sure she doesn't take damage.
Yep.
Reduce the damage she's taking, and then heal it all back because of Moonless Breath.
Yep.
Like, I don't see most hits taking more than 30% of Grima's health with Wall.
Yep. And if she uses Noontime, it's even like this character will sweep things so easily.
Yep. Of course, sadly, no dragon effective immunity, but that's a small.
That would have been too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. No.
All right, but yeah, quick summary on stats wise. She essentially has 62 attack, 43 and 44 defense and res. But yeah, once you give her some stats, because of everything she offers you, it just gets absurd. This character is silly.
I'll just say right now, by the way, yeah, she totally dumps on both Grimas. That said, Female Grima is on the list of remixes, so if anything, expect to see something like Dragon Scale on
I
Legendary Grima
fully
in the
expect
future.
it. She needs it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, with that said, Glimmering Lady Ethlyn, Courtly Fan, Dance, ARD, Attack Speed, Wind Sweep, Joint Drive Speed. She's absolutely just made for Ether Raids. It's not even, they're not even trying to hide it.
Nope. And that's where I use her. I will say now she's a little underrated. Not much, just a little. But
Well,
she's
anything
an
with Wind
insane
Sweep,
unit.
you find yourself really fortunate to have them.
Yeah, no kidding. And ARD attack, ARD skills in general are just really good in
Yep.
this meta.
The fact that Courtly Fan is inheritable and it also has null follow-up is kind of, well, half null follow-up.
Yeah, that is a really stupid dagger. It's Swift Sparrow with no follow-up as long as you initiate. No drawback.
Yep.
That's nutty.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
it
it
is
allows you to
really
use Wind Sweep to its full ability.
Any unit can run Wind Sweep with no follow-up because of that weapon, as far as attackers are concerned.
Yeah, we've seen some interesting combinations like Yogurt or Courtly Fan and Wind Sweep, which is like high attack, high speed hero. So yeah, this definitely makes some interesting combinations.
For Ethlyn in particular, though, it just... Ethlyn has good offenses. 36 attack and 41 speed as a dancer. You can literally just have her, instead of dancing, go in and get the kill herself.
Yep. So yeah, can't really say much more. Really, really good. The base kit is just immaculate. Most people would want a skill. Like ARD attack speed is actually so freakishly good. But if you kill her just for Ether Raids, it's kind of silly, but that's something you could do.
If you run a good dagger unit in Ether Raids, I can see it working.
Yeah,
Not
it's just
sure.
hard to fodder. That's the issue. You most likely
Yeah.
take Joint Drive Speed or, Joint Drive Speed or Wind Sweep or a combination.
You would have to take one of Wind Sweep or ARD with Joint Drive.
Yep.
And then you lose Courtly Fan. If you take Courtly Fan, you can only
Well,
take
you
Wind
could take
Sweep.
you can take Wind Sweep 1 and 2 from Joshua, right? And then Joint Drive Speed 1 and 2. So you just need, this is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can do that. You can do that if you want everything except the ARD, which is totally fine. You
Wait.
don't need to be set for Ether Raids.
Hold on, wait a second.
Hmm?
Isn't Nephenee like 2 years old?
Yes.
Yes.
Super old.
Wait, why? Is she being
Because
reran?
There's not a lot of options.
Colorless
She's
is
reran?
kind
I don't think this is her second time on Double Special Heroes, is it?
No.
I don't even know.
She's
they
super
skipped-
old.
They skipped
Oh
her.
my gosh, they could have had Tibarn.
If they had Tibarn, yeah, the Colorless would have been amazing.
I don't know why they skipped the pirate banner. Except, well, they
didn't skip the pirate banner 'cause Geese is right there.
I mean, I guess they're trying to go for 2 of each, but
I think they skipped into, yeah. Here's the thing, Nephenee is super old, so that's why I was like, did they just rerun her? I don't remember anymore. She's so old.
She's so outdated.
She's
No,
not.
She's not outdated.
She's not.
She's not.
She would have been the 4-star demote if that
Yeah,
existed.
The
Yeah.
thing is, the big thing about her is she's actually better than say Bridal Cordelia, who's a Gen 1 archer hero that we set the standards on. She's better than a lot of archers actually.
Yeah,
She has
she's
35
actually-
attack and 36 speed, I believe, which is a
Yep.
really high margin. And when you consider it's a dancer, now her skills are all crap. Caldera dances even on Dancer Eldigan now, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a second speed tactic. All right, but yeah, speed tactic was hard. Basically, you can only get Nephenee if you really want to use her. But she is pretty scary because she's essentially, you can make her like a quadder as well because she has the attack, she has the speed. It's just
She is the most offensive archer in the dancing pool, unless you count Plumeria. But
Yeah.
that's 2-shot build.
yeah. Well, actually, the Brave
shot
Bow Plumeria
Yeah.
is actually kind of scary.
Yeah.
It's-
But if you do want to go for a full-on speedy Nephi, or just quad Nephi, I guess, you can. But, yeah, no. She would have been the 4-star demote if that existed yet. I'll just say that.
Okay.
Yep.
But yeah,
But-
interesting she's here. I remember her from a long time ago. That's all I keep thinking about.
I
Yeah.
wish I got her.
I got her, and I'll say now, I actually use her a lot. So, even if she doesn't have the most impressive skills or whatever, I like her.
Mm-hmm. All right, but yeah, overall, I think this is a really good banner. If you go for greens, it's absolutely S+. That's as good as it gets. Top tier
Yeah.
fodder and just top tier heroes.
Literally
Yeah.
the best color to pull right now.
Green
Yep.
is super stacked. Red is not bad. Colorless is okay.
Blue,
And
you may as well not even pull it.
Blue
Yeah,
only if you
eliminate
want
it.
fodder. So yeah, that's a summary. This is an interesting banner because if they had done Tibarn, it would have been an absolute recommend. But as it is right now, only go for greens is really what I can say, unless you need something specific.
Unless you, or reds if you're, because Duo Sigurd is meta influential to a big degree.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah.
true.
And unfortunately, he didn't make top 8 on the Hero Rises event.
That sucks.
Chad, do you like realize every banner is a 9% banner now?
Yeah.
God,
Think
that's
about
so
every single banner has at least 3% more on a 5-star focus rate or 5-star rates than it used to.
Yep.
Even the banners that only have like 1 5-star focus rate, it's insane.
Yep. All right, chat. But that's that. This is the Double Special Heroes banner, and enjoy some Grima booty, because obviously that's what you need to put into this.